Everyone, the district secretary team of Leo District 323182 has come up with a video for the MMAR filing and the format. So this is the screen of the MMAR formatting when you start. Now let's dive right into it and the details. I'm just zooming in so you can clearly see it. So first is the club name. We request you all to write the full name of the club and not the abbreviations. For example, if it's Leo Club of Bombay Garda Nagar, write the full name and not LCBGN. Club membership ID. Each club has a membership ID which the club is associated with in My Lions. You have to put that in here. Now reporting month. Please write the full name of the month that is you're reporting for, so that there's no confusion about it. Now here for the membership count, we have automated a system which will calculate, but we still request you to cross check if there's any error sometimes. Number of membership at the start of the month is say 10 members, for example. Members added are say 2, maybe members left is 1, and members revived from the past is how many members from the past did you bring back out of the new members or so. So suppose that's say 1 out of the 2. That doesn't affect, so that is additionally. So numbers revived from the past essentially means people who were in the club say 2 years back, took a gap year and are coming back, okay. So that means that in My Lions you can always just add them again because they already have their My Lions ID. And this is the target membership at the end of the next month. This is just for your own goals, which you can write, say you want like a target membership of 15 here. If here in this, if you write a number, the value error will be there because we have already automated something. So please ensure you write only numericals and no alphabets. Okay, once that is done with, also one thing to please have the treasury team and the secretary team have the same count so that it's convenient for you all and it's cross-checked. So please cross-check before filing. After this, we start with the filing of the events that you conduct. So the board meeting, every club is requested to have at least one board meeting per month. So you're requested to write the name of the board meeting here. So the name of the board meeting essentially means if you have suppose like a theme event, like if you have like a twin with your buddy or something as a name of a board meeting. If not, you can just write board meeting for the month of say Jan. So you can just write Jan BOD meeting and henceforth. Also requesting you all to number it. So say like 1 Jan BOD meeting like that. You write the date, you write the Leos present, you write a short description. Also ensure that you don't repeat in the description what has already been mentioned. So don't write Leo's present date or venue. Okay, and that is with the board meeting. As for the regular meeting, here if you start with the regular meeting, that has to be the serial number 2. So ensure that this is all in continuation. You don't have to write like 1 for each because it's the first regular meeting. So if it's a second regular meeting, you have to write 3 because it's 3 in overall, okay. At the same time, another thing to really make a note of, which is something that a lot of people are in confusion of, regular meetings are events attended by your club in district or multiple or zone. So write those as regular meetings. Again, the same date, Leo's present, description, venue, coordinator, chairperson if you have any. That will be more essential in the later stages. But yeah. Now social media initiatives and social media activities. Now social media initiatives are any social media pertaining platform initiative that you take up. It could be a menstruation awareness, or like Leo Club of Vidya Vihar has a sex awareness, sex education page, or it can be Etiquettopedia, which was done by Leo Club of Bombay Garda Nagar. So any initiative which is on social media platforms like LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram should be on this. Again, the date is obviously a lot, so you can just write like from 7th till 15th, suppose if you did it throughout the October service week or something like that. Leo's present can be the Leo's present in the making of it. The description, obviously you can describe what sort of a initiative it was. Venue can be the platforms that you shared the particular initiative on. Coordinator, chairperson, cost, twinning type if it was in twinning, and Leo hours. So Leo hours is the hours it took in making of the particular initiative. So here again Leo hours are calculated like you will see down here. So if there are suppose 10 Leos were taken in the making of the particular video, so and it took 2 hours, so then 10 into 2 is 20, so then that will be 20 Leo hours henceforth, okay. Okay, so similarly with social media activities, now social media activities are any events that you do via some social media platform, supposedly Zoom. Suppose you call a speaker to come and have a Zoom call for something, that becomes a social media activity. Again, the same details of twinning type, cost, LEOs. Also in the twinning type, if you are the host, please mention a bracket H like it's said here for hosting the event name. At the same time, twinning type, we have a like a box above which tells you what kind of a twinning that you're associating yourself with for the particular event. Inter-district, which is within the same district. Inter-district, which is within the multiple. Inter-multiple, within with other multiple. International, and twinning with any Lions club. Okay, so please mention that and mention the clubs. Then we go to the fellowship activity. So fellowship activity can be any activity pertaining to fellowship that you do in the month. Also, initially what we used to call as general meetings, if they are related to some sort of fun activity associated after the general meeting, can be written in the fellowship activity wala column. Same, the chairperson cost, winning type, Leo hours, similarly. Also the cost, please make sure that the secretary and the treasury team have the same cost. And there's yeah, so that is with fellowship activity. Service activity is any sort of service that you do in terms of, say, hunger or awareness or anything. um, Again, same, the details are the same, so I'm not going through that again and again. Here you have to write the beneficiaries, so how many people were helped through this service activity. If you do a social media activity, say like an initiative, say a cancer awareness, you can also add it in the service activity. Just have the serial number as same, so it's not a separate activity. If it's a social media initiative, you can just bracket it as service up there, and add the beneficiaries in the service activity column of the, basically, maybe the amount of reach that that particular Instagram initiative led to. Continuous activities. Continuous activities are activities which basically happen every year. So they are the continuous activities. Continuous activities, जैसे Leo Club of Bombay Nagar does this thing called Noor, which is a blanket donation which happens every year. So any activity which happens more than once in a row is called a continuous activity. So your continuous activity can be a fellowship activity like MCH, or a service activity, or social media initiative. But just remember that if you're putting the same thing in two, make sure the number is same. So if a social media initiative is 3 and say Etiquettopedia or something, here also in the continuous activity you should put 3 and say, so that we know that it's a continuous activity but it's a social media initiative. I hope that's very clear. Continuous activities are essentially service activities. As for the total number of activities, please write, like, if just total it, and just make sure you don't make an error, like in the serial number, if you've repeated 3 2 times, don't add that as another separate activity. So make sure that is clear. Community activities, so we have a lot of communities like music community, dance community. So if you have any activities where you're inviting the community, people who are interested in that community, to participate, you can add those, like, or if your club has participated in community activities, you can put details here. um, so I guess, yeah, that's it. One more thing is that permanent activity. When you look at permanent activity is any activity which, service activity essentially, where you sow the benefits today and you reap it for a lot of years. For example, if you install a sanitary like a sanitary vending machine, that's a permanent activity. It comes under service activity itself. You can just mention in the description that it's a permanent activity of sorts. So I hope that this is clear. Just don't make a mistake in the Leo hours and the beneficiaries. If you have any issues, kindly feel free to contact the Leo District Secretary team of 3231A2, and we're here. So yeah, I hope this is pretty clear. And if there's anything that I have missed it, you can always text us to get the answer. Okay, thank you so much. Hope this helped you, and happy filing.